Liv.
In the beginning, when one man can see colour and the other can't, because it sounds like there's a lot going on, do you think it might confuse the audience if one person can see colour and one can't?
I think we're going to make it like really explicit through the dialogue that one person can, one person can't, and why. But then we're also going to include some like point of view shots to like make it clear that one person can see in black and white, the other one can't.
Okay. Yeah.
So like to make like we'd have like the other person in the shot and have the right colour correction, if that makes sense.
Oh,
so it
yeah.
shouldn't be too sort of confusing.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I really liked how detailed that was. You really have thought it through, and I like how you did it scene by scene, and I really liked how you included sound and audio as well, because I don't think many people did that. I think one of the things that might be a little bit complex is when he's writing in a coloured pen and it goes grey, because that might just be a little bit confusing. Maybe have like an object that is very vibrant, because writing it's a bit small, the audience might get a bit confused. Just a thing to consider.
On our script, after we did that, we've added in the scene where Peter and Marcus were talking about like items that they had and what colour it was. They're going to go back to that and that be colourless this time, and then it kind of shows how it's
There's a
changed.
red pen now, but it's grey. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
So it should be
You know, you said Marcus is the one that has a partner, isn't he? And you said he was like more serious and he dresses more serious, and then the other guy that doesn't have the soulmate is the one that jokes around. Well, in it you put that Marcus makes a joke to the other guy and says about how he can't see in colour, and then he runs out. The other guy runs out upset. And then now he can't see in colour. I think it kind of looks like, at the point it looks like it foreshadows that because he made fun of the other guy, that's why he now can't see in colour. Whereas if he's like really serious in that, maybe he should, instead of be like joking about the fact that he can't see in colour, maybe like be a bit more sensitive, and it makes him look a bit more serious instead of, otherwise it looks like they're kind of roles in reverse, if you get what I mean.
We definitely got to think it through a bit more. Yeah, we're trying to work on the script at the moment, and obviously we're waiting for feedback, kind of tweak it. We'll definitely have to think about like the dialogue we use through it to make sure it displays in right.
I like the idea, and I like the ending too, but the gap between the climax and the end, where like now we can see colour, and oh, there's another go and you can see it again, it seems very rushed and there's a lot happening all at once. So like from an audience point of view, they might feel like that's a lot of information to take in a short amount of time.
I think what we're going to try and do is like accentuate what he's doing.
I don't think there's enough time passed between. I agree with Archie. I don't think there's enough time passed between the fact that he's lost his partner. Like, so he realises he's lost his partner. As an audience, we need to understand: is she dead? Has she gone off with someone else? I don't know. Do soulmates do that?
Next to the audience too.
Yeah, but we need enough information to make that decision.
Yeah. She could leave him like a letter and he goes home and it's like...
Or an email.
Yeah.
We don't want him to go home yet.
Yeah.
So she could get an email.
Get an email, yeah.
But do soulmates leave each other? I don't know.
Yeah,
So
that's
romantic,
another,
Lily.
complicated thing. But I suppose if you're playing on the soulmate thing with
Subverting
it's really
it.
not a soulmate,
Yeah,
it's just you're just into
You
the person.
you think you're into that person. Yeah.
I don't think because if it's like a true soulmate, because it's like a magical thing, isn't it? The fact that you can suddenly see in colour. I don't think.
Well, you're
If
making it
was-
a magical thing. They're making
That's
the
what we're
film.
trying to subvert.
Just saying.
in a way. If it was that powerful, surely any old bird would be able to come along. Do you know what I mean? And like.
But I think that's the point they're trying to make by the end of the film.
Exactly. So someone else could come along.
That's what they've done.
Uh,
Penny drops. Oh. So when he sees this other girl, then it kind of starts to come back into his life again.
But how did he see colour in the first place?
Because he hadn't met his soulmate.
Yeah.
What he thought was his soulmate, clearly
That's
not.
the
Met
idea
some
that we're
girl.
trying to subvert.
Apparently, it's
now.
just any old cookbook that can do it.
That's what I mean, that's what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all you're doing is saying is you're confirming what we're
Oh, I was
saying.
so confused. I was so confused.
Is anyone else confused?
No one's admitting it, I know you're confused.
But I do think that you need to be a bit more upset for a little while.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just because,
You could have
you know, men are callous,
It
but they
could
can't be
be
that
like-
callous, surely.
You could have like a short montage of how everything just starts going like grey. Like you would just look at flowers, one moment they're in colour, then the next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Completely blurred out.
yeah.
We'll work on
Definitely
that.
add that in.
Yeah, so you might need to think about that a little bit.
Kind of drag
Yeah,
it out, shift it forward, and drag out the
yeah.
after bit.
And I think you need to make something of the fact that you're subverting conventions massively, because otherwise, like Lily, other people will also be confused and go, well, you know, I thought it was your soulmate, you know.
Maybe you shouldn't advertise it as a soulmate, maybe you should advertise it as like a partner or something.
Yeah.
When they find
Like-
love, not a soulmate.
Yeah.
When they
you
find
can find
love.
more than once, can't you? But like soulmates is quite a
Yeah,
big
but he could be
statement.
talking about soulmate,
Yeah.
and everyone else just, you know.
Or it's like this big question that everyone is like, is it just a person you find or is it a soulmate? And maybe
Yeah.
And then
the
it gets
guy's like,
confirmed at the
oh
end.
no, I've met my
Soulmate,
soulmate.
yeah,
we're
exactly.
together.
Yes.
And then, oh,
Yes.
that's just a myth. No one can find anyone else.
Yeah,
And then it could be.
yeah, that's
oh,
it.
Yeah.
Perfect. That works. Yeah, do that. Any other feedback? No? Gabe, you haven't said anything yet.
I could say something. Alright, I was going to ask, in the second scene you said, if I can remember correctly, I think you said that there's like going to be no dialogue. What do you like propose using as an alternative, like telling the story if there's going to be no dialogue?
It's going to be through like sound more,
Emphasis on the sound.
and like just through body language, just like the show not tell aspect, because obviously it's kind of
Like
Told.
tools.
everyone at the beginning what's the basis is. It's kind of like leaving the audience to interpret it, I guess.
And we'll like play with if there are stereotypes, we use them so we don't like really confuse the audience.
And look, just to clarify, the flashback,
Yeah, that was
that's a big mistake.
that was from the beginning. We meant to take that out. We forgot to take it out.
Cool. Anybody else got anything to say?